Hey yo, what's good, y'all? It's that boy, Easy Millions, and I'm your host of That Boy ETV. You already know, man, we are back on Mecha Break. And the interesting thing is, man, about this commentary right here is, I'm looking at my notes here and I have the topics. Like every time I get on the game and I come up with a topic, I jot it down so that when I go through my commentary videos, I have certain topics to talk about while going through it, right? But surprisingly, today is a little bit difficult for me because we did make Grandmaster, as we can see here. We made it on a 66% win rate. I believe I made it to Master at a 70% win rate, so we dropped 4% to get the Grandmaster. Now, I've been trying to get the Grandmaster, as y'all been knowing and hearing me say in the commentaries a while now, because I've been told that once you get the Grandmaster, you finally start getting actual players in your games, right? Players are actually getting in the games now. You're not having to play against bots or anything of that nature, right? Well, I want to just give y'all a quick look into my experience ever since hitting Grandmaster, right? So I hit Grandmaster the first day. I actually hopped off once I first hit it, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna get on. So the next day I got on, it had to be like a Thursday early in the morning, right? So it was like Thursday, not even early in the morning. It was like Thursday, 11 a.m. going into 12, right? Like 11 a.m. going into 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I get on, and I queue up, and I'm excited, man. I'm like, man, I'm about to finally, not have to worry about playing these bots no more. It's going to be nothing but people, you know what I'm saying? And I'm excited, so I hit the queue button, and I'm sitting there, right? And I'm like, all right, cool. So while I'm sitting there, I'm looking on my phone, looking at little things here and there, watching probably a little YouTube video on my phone or something while waiting. And next thing I know is I'm like, damn, I watched the whole YouTube video and the game hasn't started, right? And I look down and I notice that for some odd reason, I'm at 7-minute queue time. And I'm like, okay, 7 minutes, well, that's pretty long, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm looking at the estimated, it's like estimated time, 8 minutes. So I'm like, all right, well, that's fine. But then it gets closer to 8 minutes and it pushes it back and pushes it back. So I waited for around 10 minutes. I waited till the 10-minute mark on the queue marker before I stopped it. And I was like, all right, man, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to re-queue it. Because sometimes, you run into these games that you hit the queue button and it seems like it never loads you in, right? This happens on Frag Punk to me a lot, where I get in there and if the queue goes for too long, as soon as I back out and re-queue it, I'm in there within like 2 minutes. So I'm like, okay, let's just go ahead and stop it and re-queue it, right? So I stop it, I re-queue it, and I shit you not, another 10 minutes of queue time before anything happens. I just back out and I say to myself, I literally just sat here for 20 minutes waiting for a game. My recording has been going on for 20-something minutes, and only thing it recorded was me waiting for the queue. Right, so I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, maybe it's just early. It might just be the time frame. Let me wait till this weekend to try to get on. So I try to get on over the weekend, and same shit again. I get on, 10-minute queue time. Stop it. Restart it. 10-minute queue time. This is at Saturday. This is Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning, heading into to 12. So that during the week, I can understand why 11 o'clock going into 12 would be a bad time. But on the weekend, now, again, I waited 10 minutes, nothing happens. I restart the queue, another 10 minutes, nothing happens. And then last time I tried it was yesterday on Sunday morning, and now this time it was like 8 a.m. going into 9 a.m. because I was on pretty early. And again, I got the same in the queue time. Now, I wouldn't have actually been surprised if I was getting this type of queue time at this early on a Sunday. But you're telling me I'm getting this in the middle afternoon on Saturday as well? So here's the thing. As y'all been following my commentaries, I've been saying, I can't wait to get the Grandmaster because I want to play against people. I've been hearing it's a lot easier. They yada yada. Are you telling me? I do believe that once you hit Grandmaster, the game is now trying to put you against actual people. It is no longer trying to put you against bots. How do I know this? Because now I have 10-minute queue times. I never had this long of a queue, all the way from bronze and all the way through masters. The longest queue might have been 2.5 minutes. And boom, they at least put me in the game with bots, if anything else, right? So I've already mentioned in a commentary that you're going to make people have to play from bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, masters. So they have to play through 7 ranks to get the Grand Master before you want to put them in there with players, right? Well, look, I just spent my time. I just spent my effort. I just spent exuded energy into this game, grinding through all 7 of your ranks while you put in front of me that, hey, don't worry, your longest queue time be no more than 2 minutes, don't worry. Just to make me have to go all the way to Grandmaster for me to not even be able to get a game. Now, is this because of the time frames I was playing? Is this because the player count is this low? Is it because I'm at such a high rank that it's hard to find people? I can't even get a game of bots. Why am I in a 10-minute queue time and you ain't put me in here with bots? At least do that. Like, this is ridiculous that maybe I'm just more mad at myself for believing or feeling like this would have been worth it in the end. Like I said, I do enjoy this game for what it is and how fun it is. Actually, I do believe the game is fun. We even have new mechs coming to the game. So I know the game isn't going anywhere, at least within the near future. But with that being said, where are all the players? Is it the server I'm on? Because I'm currently on North American servers, and I can't find nothing. Now, the next time I get on, I'm going to change it over to like Europe or Asia and see if I'm able to get something there. But if anybody knows, please let me know down on the comments down there. Put down there what servers y'all are playing on. Because if I'm able to maybe all I need is a server change, and I can fix all my issues with this game by not being able to load in and play. Because I feel like after all the time, all the effort, all the bots you make me play against to get to this point, to make me get to this point just for me to not even be able to load into a game, it's crazy. You know what? The next time I play, there's 2 things I'm going to do. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stay on the North American server, and I'm going to hit the Q button, and I'm going to leave it there and see just how long it takes before it gives me a game. I know it's not going to be under 10 minutes, but I'm going to give it up to 20 minutes this time before I actually stop the queue. And if I'm not able to find a game within 20 minutes on North American servers, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the game, restart it, and as I'm logging in, I'm going to swap over to either, I'm going to see what the servers are. I'm assuming Asia or Europe must be a lot more popular than North America. So maybe that's where I need to go to in order to actually get some games. Because I'm telling you now, it was the most frustrating thing getting on for three occasions on 3 different days. Twice was 2 different time frames, and I get the same results of 20 minutes of not being able to find a damn game. And then here's the other thing I don't understand. So you are false advertising that you have players by putting bots all throughout these earlier ranks to hook players in, right? And you don't really tell them they're bot. I mean, you give them the little symbol, but there's nothing in the game that tells you what those symbols are, that explains what they are. Nothing in the game tells you that. You actually have to look that up. But what you're telling me is you put people in games, you give them relatively okay queue times, right? And they're doing this all the way through your 7 ranks. And then finally they get to the rank that everyone tells them, hey, this is where you're going to get actual people. This is where you're actually going to be fighting against users. And then when they get there, We have the craziest queue times I've ever seen. I've never played a game where I've had to wait 10 minutes and nothing happens. Okay? Like I said, I have nothing but love for this game. I love the gameplay. I love Alfred, the character. I even like Stego, Sky Raider. And I can't even wait to see how these two new mechs are when they join the game. But if the player count is this low, we need to figure out something to make this a better experience. Maybe put half bots, half users. Like, I wasn't getting any type of game, not even a mixture of users and bots. Like, that's how crazy this queue time was to me, man. And it's hurting my feelings because I really want this game to succeed. I really want to be able to play this. I was really thinking, yo, I'm in Grandmaster. I'm getting somewhere. But this is a waste of time. Even though I have love for the game and this community has been great towards me, and I appreciate all of y'all that watch my videos and comment and I get to interact with through comments. But damn, this is a slap in the face of reality of how this game truly is, man. But hey, let me know how y'all feel, man. Are any of y'all in the Grandmaster and above ranks? And if you are, let me know once again down in the comments what server you're playing on and what time frames and what days you play. And maybe I still have some hope that I can try to get some games in and continue to play this. Let me know down in the comments, and let's get that conversation started, man. But until then, I'm going to leave y'all off with the rest of this gameplay here in the background, and I hope y'all enjoy that, man. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, become a supporter, and catch me streaming on Facebook Gaming and Twitch at that boy TV. Nah. Catch you on the next one. I'm out. Ha. Peace.
The sky is ours. Enemy down.
You know what would be happening? They be leaving when it's the game over and then come back when it's the game over.
Yeah, because there's so much time in between. Nobody looking at these little highlights real fast. I gotta write down this game. What was it, 10, 20?
Enemy down.
Yeah, someone took over 1 million damage that game. The damn Stego.